She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Fina love? Sisters Fina D coming to you all from Fina Team News.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment.
Those of you who's been rocking with me for a while and you all are aware that I do have businesses outside of YouTube. I have a career outside of YouTube. So whenever I disappear for a day or so, I'm not just ignoring all of you, or I'm intentionally choosing to not be consistent. That means I'm either handling businesses outside of YouTube, or I took a day or so to just relax from the back-to-back, posting. But I'm back. I'm a little behind. So let's start with the whole Drew and Miserable Marlo situation. So Miserable Marlo was on Watch What Happens Live a few nights ago, of course, Sunday night. You know how Andy Cohen really be asking these questions to get them to talk, but he be like, this person from Ohio said, I'm like, Andy Chaba. But anyways, Andy basically asked Marlo, I'm summarizing, but basically, why are you making fun of Drew's body when you've gotten lipo? Because she's delusional. This is the same woman who made comments on someone's mother not being in their life when she's had issues with her own mother and went through foster care. So at this point, I understand it's content. She was there to promote the show. Let's talk about it. But like I said, Miserable Marlo is delusional. But let's get into her actual response to Andy Cohen question. Well, because Drew has Drop It by Drew, but it's Drop It with Drew, okay? Which is for your body. And I feel like if you have a Drop It with Drew or a body consultant business, your body should be banging. She should go get lipo. Actually, wrong. Sometimes your experiences, okay? You personally going through something other people are going through or they have been through motivates them to come to you because they feel like they can relate. So if Drew body is relatable and people feel like, well, if Drew can do it, I can too, that will motivate them to come to her. The same way how you've been through foster care, you going to speak to children in foster care will make them say, look at her life. She was able to go through all of these foster homes and now she's on TV in the same room with people who's made history, like the Kenya Moore. Okay? So I get it. Of course, seeing your trainer in shape and all of that is going to motivate you to say, you know what? I want her body, and that's the reason why I'm going. However, people experiences and those people wanting to make their lives and themselves and their health and all of that better also motivates people. Now, yes, Drew did have surgeries. I don't know, Marlo forgets all the time. She was on that same season and she complained as well. She said, how do you have a program called Drop It with Drew, but then you went and get allegedly a tummy tuck or lipo? So which one is it? She did go and she did that, even though, Drew, she beat around the bush and she made excuses and whatever and all of that, okay? But let's get into Drew's response. I am sitting here in disbelief that Marlo would attack me by body shaming and attacking my weight at this crucial time in my life. Being a parent, going through a public divorce, public humiliation, and just dealing with stressful emotional issues. Clearly, attacking me won't get you very far. If you feel this way about me at this size, I can only imagine what you think about women of all sizes who have weight challenges, illnesses, or eating disorders due to comments like yours. All I can say is shame on you, Marlo Hampton. The comments and social media reaction, they were not on Drew's side, only because Drew is not innocent. So even though Marlo is a very miserable person and she hits below the belt and she's delusional, Drew is not innocent. So for her to use this moment to drag other people into this and pull on the heartstring of people who are going through eating disorders and weight issues and all of that, people read through and saw through all of that, and they were like, Drew, girl, stop, okay? This is the same Drew who body shamed Kenya Moore and jumped on the bandwagon of people talking about what Kenya Moore backside looked like. And then when Kenya Moore clapped back, Bravo only showed Kenya response on Twitter on the screen, but did not show what Drew said or did that led Kenya Moore to respond, okay? You all remember this tweet right here. Of course, Miserable Marlo couldn't just fight her own battle. She pretended like this wasn't addressed at the reunion, but it was. She reposted this and added, but I'm the problem. Yes, you are the problem because this was addressed at the reunion. Drew brought it up, and Kenya Moore basically said, if you are going to tell me you need to go ahead and fix something on my body and talk about my butt because everyone else have a comment about my butt, then I have every right to clap back with, you need to fix this on your body too, because in that moment, I'm talking to you. So don't try to make it an everybody issue when I'm talking to you. If you do not want your feelings hurt, then don't say hurtful things to people because you do not get to control their reaction. So yes, Marlo, it was addressed. She did the same thing to Kenya. So don't behave like that Drew have placed Kenya on his pedestal and did not address her the same way she's addressing you. Marlo's whole point is they want to make a big deal when it's me, but when other people do it, it's crickets, which is a lie because Drew did address this and brought it to the reunion, and Kenya was vindicated, and everyone moved on because Drew made comments about her body, and she simply fired right back. Let's bring it back to Miserable Marlo response. She included Kenya in this. I just had to, give a little 2 cents, okay? It didn't work because people only reposted what she did and what Drew had to say and all of that. They left Kenya out of it because they're like, okay, and you're bringing Kenya up because you are so obsessed. It's becoming scary. Move on. But anyways, let's stay focused. So she reposted a clip of one of the most recent episodes where Drew is accusing her of being on drugs, and you all saw that episode, okay? So she responded, Drew, you have gone around stating bold-faced lies about me for almost a year now. Anyone who knows me knows how into drugs I am. So many members of my family suffer from substance abuse, yes, including her mother, and I'm glad that she said her mother is doing better to this day. When I was a child, I vowed to stay away from drugs. I hardly like taking pain pills. After getting dental work done, I have watched you assassinate my character all season. Your words have been absolutely disgusting to and about me this past year. Stop it. I laughed to mask the pain. So basically, you fire at me, I fire back. That's it. We can applaud Kenya more though, because Kenya could have fired right back about your mommy issues, but she took the high road and fired back with something that you all normally shade each other about. But that's not what you do. So social media was basically like, okay, you know what? Call it even. She dissed you. You dissed her. The end. You all know Marlo can really be nasty and go there. Drew, you're not innocent, and stop it. So that's that with the Miserable Marlo and Drew situation, and Marlo being obsessed and dragging Kenya in her mess. Yes, I did see the before and after situation that she did on Kenya. I didn't do a video or address it because that's one thing. Even the people who can't stand Kenya, they will say, I might not like Kenya more, but that woman is drop dead gorgeous. So that's the reason why that did not deserve my attention or a whole video in response, because we know Kenya Moore is gorgeous and all Marlo is doing is projecting. So for those of you who also asked me why I didn't talk about that, that's why. Nothing to see here. But back to this whole Drew situation. Drew isn't innocent, and that's the reason why she's not getting the poor Drew reaction that she was looking for. Now, am I saying just because someone come for you that makes it right for you to body shame anybody? Absolutely not. All I'm saying is when you come for people, you don't get to control how they respond, because sometimes they might take the high road like Kenya Moore did when it comes to Marlo mother situation, or sometimes they would just go all the way below the belt. And that's the lesson that Drew is learning. So that's my take on it. Marlo is still a miserable person. She's still delusional. Drew is a liar. Liar and all, she is going through a lot. So I do wish Drew and her family absolutely nothing but the best and whatever direction they end up in. And we shall see how the rest of the season goes. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.